So, Dr. Brooks, tell me how you'll characterize people group today uh, when it comes to patriotism.
Wow, Dr. Harlow. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. You know, I believe that we've become a little more than just sheep following any voice that says, I'll lead you. I've got your back. I'll protect you. We've bought into that so much, and they've told us so many times that we become lazy and unthinking. That's how I felt about when I started to do my research, that I saw people wanting someone to make the decision for them. It's much easier for me to sit on my sofa and pay my taxes
Right.
and not worry about anything. Hey, after 5 o'clock when I've been doing my job all day, I don't want to think about a single thing. I want to pop the top on the brewski and pour it back and just kick up until tomorrow and do it all again.
Wow.
That's why we must turn the apple cart upside down. Because I know that you are a proactive person. I know that you want to get it done. I know that you are sick and tired of being sick and tired. Am I right? Am I right? Say with me, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Absolutely. And that's how I was when I started this book. We must get back to the way of thinking and acting for our best interest, our family's best interest, our tribe's best interest, our community's best interest, our country's best interest, the world's best interest.
Think and act.
Think and act. Thinking is not enough. You've got to put some feet to the thought. You've got to act upon it, because when we looked at Mahatma Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Malcolm X, Nelson Mandela, any great world, Winston Churchill, they acted upon their beliefs and precepts.
Yes, sir.
Those are the good ones. When you look at Mussolini, when you look at Hitler, Stalin, they acted upon their precepts, and it changed the world forever. Good or bad, right or wrong, once you act upon what you're thinking, is going to change the world. Yes, change the world. I'm just one person. How can I change the world?
Right.
Wrong thinking. For too many years I did that. One person can change the world. The people I've just mentioned. How many people were they?
Just one.
One. They changed the world. And you know what I know? From a very good authority, you can change the world. Yes, you can change the world. You've said it many times. You've thought it many times. But you failed to let it take root, let it take hold. I want you to water it. I want you to treat it like the precious flower that it is, because there's seeds of greatness in you, and seeds have to be nourished. They have to germinate. What does that mean? They have to die, to be planted, to be watered. But then they'll sprout roots, and they'll come up, and they'll seek that sunshine, and they'll produce fruit. And you are called by the Creator to produce fruit. Go, fill, and multiply. And we've fallen short of that goal. It's now for us to take charge back. Take your homeland back. You don't have to go to Canada to live. If you're from Australia, you don't have to go to South America to live. If you're from Europe, bloom where you are planted. For some reason, that's where you were born.
Wow.
It must have been a big reason. We just have to embrace it. We have to understand it.
Yes.
We have to love it, cherish it, because you can make it the best place on earth. I know that.
Wow. In the ending of this chapter, you shared about the three attributes to patriotism. Can you touch on those?
CLP. CLP. We're going to have a new narrative. I want caring, I want loyalty, and I want pride.
Wow.
I have to care about something. If I don't care about something, nothing's going to care about me. If I don't care about something, nothing can care about me. Think of the things you care about. You care about your family.
Mm-hmm.
You care about your car.
Mm-hmm.
You care about your job. You care about what you're going to do this Friday night. And you put action steps in place to make those things happen. You put action steps in place to protect those things. You care about them. Caring is, I understand that the resource I'm given, the resource I'm being provided, has attributes to me, has some significance to me.
Right.
And so therefore, I'm going to make sure it's protected.
Mm-hmm.
That's all patriotism is. It's caring about yourself. Why that? Why start there? That sounds awful selfish,
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Harrell. If I don't care about myself, how can I care about anything else?
Yeah.
To thine own self be true.
Mm-hmm.
Care about myself. And today, we've been so downtrodden by the hype and the lies that society and that the government has put upon us, we fail to care about ourselves. Remember that boy I talked about on the football field, 16 years old?
Yeah.
He really didn't care about himself because he'd been told all his life he'd never amount to anything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm kind of sitting here talking to you with a learned individual, Dr. Harrell, and he's putting all of these programs together for me so that I can give them to you. Somehow, they lied to me. Somehow, we're getting the word out. Somehow, I amounted to something. And so can you.
Wow.
And if you're already at that point where you amount to something, where you've had some level of success, pass it forward. Pass it forward. I don't care how rich you are. You can be a thousandaire. You can be a millionaire. You can even be Warren Buffett and a billionaire. Yes, I'm talking to you, Warren Buffett. Pay it forward. Pass it on. Don't let it die with you because you have a lot of knowledge. You have a lot of hurt, a lot of gain, a lot of things you can give the world, and it will multiply. And you can become the next Warren Buffett, whether it's a billionaire or not, because you have a lot. You have talents and abilities that I don't have. And only you can reach some people that I'll never see. They'll listen to you, and they'll never hear me or know about me. Listen to me. And I'm willing to take that risk. I'm willing to pour into you so that you can pour into someone else. That's about caring. Loyalty. We've heard that word before. What does it really mean? If you'll allow me, I'll unpack it.
Yes, sir.
Loyalty is selflessness. Just the opposite of caring, almost.
Selfless.
Selfless.
Yes.
Caring, I'm selfish. I'm going to do this for me and mine.
Okay.
At the same time, I'm loyal. Dr. Harrell has a need. He comes to me, and I have the wherewithal, the capabilities to fulfill that need. Am I loyal enough to humanity, to myself, to the world, to fulfill that need because I've been given those resources? And he happens to ask me for those? I'm not talking about stupidity. I'm talking about loyalty. Right. Separate the two. Yes, I meet him at his point of need because someone met me at my point of need, Coach James Long. You know, he never charged me for that advice or that compliment he gave me as saying I had a big heart and how I played the game of football. He never asked me for an autograph. He never asked me for money. Right. He never said, buy me a dinner.
Right.
He gave it to me free of charge. In other words, he poured into me
Right.
something I cannot possibly repay him for.
Yes.
Because as a result of what he did that day, you're seeing the manifestation of that now. Yes, there are many roads in between then 16-year-old boy and now 65-year-old man. But that was the beginning.
Yeah.
I know the day and the hour that it happened.
Turning point.
Turning point. Loyalty. If James Long or any member of his family were to call me at any time, day or night,
Yes.
I owe him. I am loyal to him.
Wow.
And I need you to understand that loyalty goes hand in hand with caring. Although they're diametrically opposed, they're uniquely joined where nobody can separate them. Pride. You know, the Holy Bible, not that you have to subscribe to that, but they call pride goeth before destruction and a haughty fall, or laughter before a haughty fall. I'm not talking about that kind of pride. That's selfish pride.
Okay.
I'm talking about pride in country, pride in community, pride in tribe, pride in family, pride in self. The kind of pride or proudness that wells up that says, I am somebody. Because the Creator did not create junk.
Right.
I'm created with a purpose. And I will fulfill that purpose no matter what. And that's the attitude you have to have, no matter what. When I'm knocked down, Les Brown says, if I can look up, I can get up. If you have the kind of pride that I'm talking about, you'll understand that you can never be defeated. And you will come with this mantra, it's not over until I win. And you'll fight for everything that matters to you. You'll fight for life itself. You'll fight for liberty. You'll fight for justice, whether it's yours or someone else's. You will not stand by and let someone be treated unjust while you have the capability, the resources to stop that injustice. That may be what Dr. Harold needs to do. Don't just think it may be money. I said he may have a need. Your mind, I'm sure, went immediately to money because that's what we've been taught. But it may be, talk to me about helping someone else, Dr. Brooks. Talk to me about how I can feel better about myself, Dr. Brooks. Dr. Brooks, I'm contemplating suicide. Why shouldn't I just end it? See, these things we give. These things we give freely because the Creator has put in us a heart for others. And once you understand that this thing called patriotism supersedes all things, country, family, and God, you'll understand that it's the essence, it is a foundation. It is why I subscribe to you, I submit to you. It must become an institution. We're talking to them about things that have never been talked to about in this way. Patriotism, Dr. Harold, has been skated over for decades, for millennials, because people don't want to do the hard work of breaking it down. I don't want to do the hard work of breaking it down, but I must. Why? Because somebody has to do it. Why not me? Why not you?
Thank you. Thank you for making that so easy to understand.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
In the next segment, we'll be doing a summary of chapter 1. So we'll see you over there.